things that you would like to change about the NBA. How do you change them? What's the problem you're addressing? How do you enforce it?
I don't hate the idea of the shortened season, whether it's 4 games or whatever that is. But then if you're going to do that, like you said, if you're going to do that, okay, then have some kind of checks and balances for the load management. Then, like, okay, we're giving you 4 extra games off, basically.
Right.
We're building that in. So this load management shit's gotta stop or be curbed a little bit.
Yeah.
The in-season tournament is fucking nonsense.
Right.
The play-in stuff I don't like.
But give me your fixes. What would you like to see fixed to help? Like, here's a big one for me. This is something I've heard murmurs of, and I think this is my biggest one that I'm a proponent of. You take all the teams that don't make the playoffs, right?
Right.
They all get a single elimination game tournament, right?
Right.
So all the lottery teams, right? So take the bottom 14 teams, put them in a lottery, right? The winner of the single elimination lottery tournament, right? Like do like a Gus Macker, right? You can do 3-on-3, whatever you want. Ice Cube and the Big Three can host it, whatever, right? The winner of that tournament, wherever you place, that's where you draft.
Okay.
So instead of tanking to get the number 1 player, you fucking win, right? So this team that's on the cusp, building a little momentum so then you're trying to build every year instead of just blowing it apart. Like, you know, I think the process for the Sixers was just the biggest sham. Right. And I still don't know that they have a guaranteed contender, right? They're good, but are they going to win? If you don't win at the end of the process, I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, and right? I don't like the tanking either because that goes back to the point, you know, about the load management, but it's also like, why did you charge people for tickets to come watch a team intentionally try to lose? Yeah. Like that's bullshit.
To intentionally sabotage
these people are
season.
paying good money to come out, and you're not even trying. I hate that.
Weird.
So anything you can do to stop that, I'm for. Yeah. I'm for.
And the NBA has this weird where it's, you know, we're doing the lottery system as this. Oh, we'll have ping pong balls.
Sure.
And there's like the Lakers jumping that high last year.
The Cleveland got it like 4 years in a row. Yeah, weird.
And it feels like, why are you adding this nonsense? And their theory is, well, we want the bad teams to have, obviously, this chance to get a lot better. Well, that's fucking horseshit, man. Yeah. Like this year, just because of some timing and injuries, the Golden State Warriors might get the number 1 pick, get this fucking stud forward from Memphis, right? Yeah. And have an almost instant reload. Yeah. That's crazy to me. Right? Because they don't need the reward. So the system, it feels like to me, isn't helping who it should help, right? Agreed. Cleveland gets all those picks. They fuck them up and lose LeBron. Right. The Knicks have been getting lottery picks for how long, and they're fucking trash. Right? Well, why are we doing this? Make them play for where you draft. I think that would be a wildly fun.
I would be for that.
And this is the thing, right? And then it's not just oh, hey, you can be a loser and play a tournament to try to get in and get swept by the Lakers, who are the 1 seed. Right. Maybe. Knock on wood. Well. But, you know what I mean? You're playing other teams that are kind of in the same place for you. Right. And so that young, hungry squad on the come up, right? Like the Kings last year were on the come up, hungry. They got hot near the end. You know, or not hot by the end, but they were a solid, fun team. Maybe they took a run, and then this year they're in the sweepstakes for Zion or Ja, and then now you are not just giving the worst team the player that's going to fucking fall apart. Right. You're giving them the chance to make that jump to like a 4 seed maybe. Right. And have a young, exciting team. And this is the other part I like. Instead of people just collecting old players and contracts to throw away at the end of the season, now maybe a guy like Iguodala, someone has extra value because you're like, he can help us win that tournament.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love this idea. Well, I know people will say you'll make teams like the Knicks like forever losers. Hey, man, that's on you. Fire and hire until you're better.
Fuck the in-season tournament, though. I think if we're going to steal something from like the European soccer leagues, I love their fucking system of if you suck and you're not trying to win, you're not good, you're not in this league. Like you're going to drop down and you've got to play your way back up. I fucking love that. Yeah. It curbs tanking 100%.
Yeah. Well, I love that. Of all the things in the NBA that I don't like, I think tanking across all sports is the most outrageous.
It's happening all over the NFL. Right. Yeah.
And to see the fact that in sports, right, and these are the same guys, these old timers that, you know, this is the way to do it, blah, blah, blah. Right. They also are the same guys that'll bitch about participation trophies.
Right.
This is the biggest participation trophy. You just get Zion because you fucking suck that bad.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. And so then you get guys like Zion lost on these teams that don't necessarily haven't earned the right to get a player of that caliber.
Right.
And I know guys will say, well, you know, if the Cavaliers had never gotten LeBron, okay, well, they needed to do better.
Yeah.
Right? They had LeBron for all that time and didn't get enough to show for it, in my opinion.
Well, the hockey does a thing, too, and I don't know the exact ins and outs of it, but certain games are weighted differently. So, like, two teams that are basically, like, in their lottery or whatever they call it, but that head-to-head matchup, like, the winner of that actually benefits more.
You should.
Than the loser does. So that way teams aren't out there just trying to fucking fall down.
Right.
Again, you know what I mean? Against these other...
Yeah.
And I don't, like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it's I read an article about it like a couple years ago. I was like, that's actually a pretty cool system, too.
The one thing you'd have to stop...
You still can get rewarded for a bad team in terms of like being able to help build through the draft a little bit better. But you're not rewarded for just laying down and not playing. Yeah.
This is the only problem with the system that you'd have to address is... Would there then be a race for that 6th seed through 10th seed to try to lose out to then get in the loser tournament and draft Zion?
So you can just be like a 40-40 team or whatever.
And I think maybe the way the league does that is you have to make it so profitable to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? That then it's just worth it to be in the playoffs.
Well, then you'll see a team
then you have to incentivize the playoffs beyond, because this is the thing. It's the other big problem with this whole adding another tournament to the NBA.
Yeah.
Their fucking season-ending tournament is one of the worst.
Yeah.
Because you don't even have to watch essentially the entire first round.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason those are 5 games.
Fucking like
series.
3 months long too.
I know.
It takes forever.
And it's like essentially every year you're like maybe there's like 3 series that are worth watching.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever. I think you should cut all that down.
Yeah.
Shrink everything and then have this tournament to try to play for a draft pick.
Right.
That would be my biggest fix for the NBA.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that.